Welcome back to the Colts Cast. I am Eric Smith. He's Jamal Lawrence, your host of the Colts Cast. It's been a long time, Jamal.
It's been
You've
a
been on
long time.
fucking vacation for a long ass time. Well, I mean, you want to tell Colts Nation where you've been?
Yeah, Eric over here talking silly. I did go to Orlando for a week, came back home, came back to Indy. Then I had to go
Back
kick it
on the
with
plane.
Eric. Yeah, I worked for a couple of days and had to go kick it with Eric down in SC for a week. So I've been busy. I'm not gonna lie. It's catching up to me. But Colt's been killing it the entire time we've been gone. So without further ado, we're gonna jump into it. But it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. It's been a little minute.
It is good to be back. I can confirm he was down here. He's not lying about that trip this time, but we all know we all know how Jamal be. Winning feels good, and the Colts, I can't even remember the last time we potted, but the Indianapolis Colts are 7-1. They sit firmly on top of the AFC South, but of the entire league.
Yeah, it's
AFC,
wild.
NFC, ABC, it don't matter. Like they are 7-1. They're the next closest team is the Green Bay Packers at 5-1-1. This team has a point differential in the triple digits at plus 160. Mm-hmm. The Colts are just blasting their opponents, and this offense looks like an absolute tower. Just it's a tank, and not we ain't taking, but it's an absolute tank. We're number one offense. We're the number one offense in like every single statistic, it seems like. Jamal, I don't even know what to talk about here. Like the Colts just got to show up, right?
Basically, hey, before we even talk about them, Eric, I don't know if you saw. And for those of y'all who are out there listening, if you got YouTube TV, hey man, listen. Which Colts usually play on CBS, up here in Indy, so that's fine or whatever the case is. But they didn't work out this deal with Disney, so that means no more ABC, ESPN, Disney, none of that stuff. Tomorrow's a big Saturday, and I'm gonna miss every single game that come on ABC or ESPN or anything. I miss a Monday Night Football from here moving forward. That's wild times to me. But so if y'all got YouTube or anything like that, hey man, go have a conversation with them, figure out what's going on, because I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing these gimmicks every couple months. Oh, we're gonna pay you $20 back because we can't make a deal. Yo, that's not my job to strike up a deal, dog. I'm not calling nobody. Y'all go figure it out. But no, neither here nor there, man. Get off my soapbox. Y'all know the drill. Hit the like, subscribe button. Drop a comment below. Tell us how you feel about the Colts right now, where this team is rocking and rolling so much that we have to get on this pod and have to think of something. I won't say negative to say, but think of something that this team can improve on, because these dudes are flying high. Like Eric said, basically they just got to show up to the stadium. Jonathan Taylor is balling out. My man, I think he can go for another hat trick on Sunday. I think it easily happens. Shane Steichen historically has dominated Mike Tomlin across the board, so I don't see much changing today. With the way this team is really coming off the ball every single play on the offensive side, I don't see TJ Watt being an issue. I don't see JT not being able to break out for another buck 80 on these dudes. Daniel Jones is playing incredible, spreading this ball out the way we need it to everybody. I want to see some more Tyler Warren in this game. Let him just have a crazy, just a crazy wild game for himself to just, again, continue to expand on his horizon, what he can do, and continue to introduce him to the league. Defense side of the ball, we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But offense, man, I truly don't know what these dudes. I don't. It'll be pretty hard for them to shoot themselves in the foot. I mean, even an ugly game at the running back position, I don't think will truly affect the throwing game too much, and vice versa. Even if it's an ugly game at the quarterback position, I still think Jonathan Taylor possesses enough gas in his tank that he could still pick up from where the passing game is leaving off. So it's hard to find that thing unless the O-line just implodes. I truly don't think there's much stopping this team right now in the way they're rolling.
Yeah, they're the most efficient offense in the NFL. Jonathan Taylor is that engine of the offense. I mean, I think we have the league's best ground attack. So it's hard to imagine that we won't steamroll the Pittsburgh Steelers, who, quite frankly, they're like the most overpaid defense, and they don't show up. And that defense is not what people think it is this year. It's been getting busted up. But, like, you got Jonathan Taylor. You mentioned that another hat trick could possibly happen. If he does that, like, he should already be in the MVP conversation. But look, Jonathan Taylor is doing things we haven't seen since, like, Priest Holmes, LaDainian Tomlin. Like, he's breaking records in a lot of departments. He's really killing it. I don't think we haven't seen a running back performance like this in a long. I mean, you can compare it to Saquon Barkley. I still think he might be doing better than Saquon at this point. At this point of the year, our offensive line, Jamal. I think Big Q we have to give credit to Quinn Nelson, but another guy you got to talk about, our center Tanner Borzellini. First year as a starter has just been a stud. Ryan Kelly, who we don't need that dude. Shout out to Ryan Kelly, but like, look, man, that first year, and you out the gate, and you playing like a Pro Bowler, borderline All Pro. I don't know, man. I did not expect this to happen. With this. I mean, the Colts
something in the water up there.
Something in the water where you are. You can go drink.
Maybe I get closer to West 56th Street. Maybe that's the issue. But I want to touch back for a second because you mentioned MVP, and you're right. It's kind of disrespectful, the fact that while of course we're mentioning JT and outlets have mentioned him and all this stuff. Looking, and I know it's a QB award, but like you got to respect what's going on in the game right now. It looks like Mahomes is leading the MVP race at plus 150 according to FanDuel. Yeah. You know where JT sits on that list? Of course, behind every other quarterback.
I was gonna say it's got to be like fifth or sixth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's sixth at plus 1,400. So you got Josh Allen, Drake May, Stafford, Jordan Love, all in front of him, as well as Mahomes. JT is putting up just unreal numbers, and I understand it's a QB award, but like you got to respect what's going on, even if it was the same way with Barkley last year. Like you got to respect what's going on. These dudes, their job is hard. I mean, the QB job is really hard, obviously, but like it's not very often these running backs come in there and they have just these years where everything is just clicking. It's on them. It's on them to get the ball. Now I know the O-line's blocking for them, but it's on him to have the vision to be able to cut through. It's on him to have the breakaway speed. It's on him to be able to, to do to catch the ball and still move around. So I just think that years like this, these guys got to get a little more respect, a little more credit. And again, I know to them, I know it's about awards. Every player wants an MVP, but these are the years where you got to take a look in the mirror and say, man, is this really a quarterback award for what we see going on? And I don't think it is, man. This is JT's award.
I mean, it has been for quite some time. It's been quarterback award. It's the hardest position in sports. I mean, the quarterback's going to touch the ball on 99% or more of the plays every single game. So it's hard to not give a quarterback who's thriving, who's putting their team and in the position to win games. And then you also add in the fact that Daniel Jones is kind of in that conversation too, with the Colts being 7-1. I could see, I mean, again, I think he should be top 5, top 3 as far as odds for Jonathan Taylor, especially with the way he's been playing now. But I think you could see if the Chiefs start slowing down, the Patriots start slowing down, something like that, and Jonathan Taylor is still putting up these crazy numbers. I mean, the efficiency was electric last game. 12 carries, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 1 through the air. Like, if we start seeing these multi-100-yard games going forward, even against stellar teams, like I know we got some good matchups coming up, but if he starts to take over still and the Colts are sitting like at 11-1 and Jonathan Taylor is still running full and healthy, and maybe Daniel Jones isn't having like, 3 or 4 touchdowns a game, this should absolutely be Jonathan Taylor's year to win MVP. Now, I'm not going to go bet on him for plus 1,400, but gamble responsibly. I don't know. I might, but he is playing at an MVP level. But it's the narrative. It's always a quarterback winning it. I can't remember, what was it, AP that won the last one as a running back. So it's been over a decade. it's the odds are against him. I mean, unfortunately,
that's the reality.
But you can't rule him out. I mean, we're about halfway through the season. If the wheels don't fall off, and if he starts even just, I don't think you can get better than this. But if he's still putting up these numbers, get a 2,000 rushing yard season, something like that, with 20 plus touchdowns. I don't know, Jamal. I think you have to just hand it to him, unless a guy's throwing for 5,000 plus on 40 plus touchdowns with a very low interception rate. I think you have to.
I couldn't argue.
And
with
the
that
Colts are number 1 seed.
Yeah,
like that also has to happen. But yeah.
That's that. I mean, I don't know what else could be added to that discussion across the board for the offensive side of the ball. I just want to chime in on defense for just a second or two. Defense, obviously, I think Jaylon Jones he's back after 7 weeks of being on IR. He's been a full participant in practice, so it's going to be good to see him back on the field. Of course, if he starts, if he has that start, he'll probably be guarding DK, which of course is the Steelers' best wide receiver. So, he's been off the field for a long time. Now, is DK going to be the, de facto, the reason why the Steelers come out and beat the Colts? No. Will he play a big part? Absolutely. So, Jaylon Jones, I'm ready to see him get back on the field. I hope when he does get out there, hey, be graceful. If you get burnt a couple times, is what it is. I mean, he hasn't played that football speed in quite some time. So, I ain't expect him to come out here and be Ward out there, but I know that he's gonna be a good feeling for him to get back on the field and really be able to help a squad out like this. Glad to see. I think the last practice report on Wednesday, it was looking ugly. It was a lot of people who were DNP, but Thursday it was cleaned up a whole lot more. I think it was only 2 people who were DNPs. So glad to see everybody else is a full participant again, including Jones. So hopefully get back out there and help elevate this broken cornerback room a little bit more.
Yeah, because if you had to cherry pick something off this Colts team, it's probably the defense. Like, the defense hasn't been stellar, or if they were, I mean, this would be an unstoppable team if the defense just was that good. We're giving up a lot through the air, a lot of completions, a lot of air yards, a lot of just passing yards in general. And I mean, we have a banged up secondary. It happens, y'all. I don't know. Illuminati took out Charvarius Ward. I'm not too happy with that, but send him to IR, I believe, and it's just been a struggle with all the secondary injuries we've had. So, yeah, I'm hoping this, the addition of Jaylon Jones kind of balances this defense out a little bit, make them a little more effective. I hate that we gave up 14 points against the Tennessee Titans. We should have shut them out, but it is what it is. I mean, we still got a very convincing win, and the Colts are firmly on the map. There should be no questions about Daniel Jones' performance. No more. It's not a fluke. I mean, that man's balling. This Shane Steichen offense is thriving. With JT, this offensive line, every wide receiver has a role on this offense, and they're playing it to the highest they can. Everything is looking good for the Colts, and I don't really foresee that changing for at least until we start playing some tougher opponents. I know we got the Chiefs at some point. I think it's after our bye week. Jacksonville at Jacksonville, that's a scary. That's the cursed land. That's Absolutely. The Badlands. You got the Seahawks, you got the 49ers, you got the Texans. I mean, you got some people that are going to put up a fight. It's not going to be this cakewalk that we've seen, but I'm looking forward to it. This Colts team, a monster right now.
That's all you can say is a monster. I mean, it's exciting times for everybody. Exciting times for everybody.
You got to go get a Daniel Jones jersey now.
If I get an autographed one, yeah, I got to get an autographed one to go on the wall. I'm still rocking JT every game till the wheels fall off.
Oh, speaking of autograph, oh man. So Boy, Wyatt came down.
Hey,
Dropped me off these 2 rookie cards. I'm gonna shout out again on the next pod episode because I should have done this at the beginning. But again, if you're this far in, got a little illuminated Josh Downs one and got a little AR5 right there cooking. So these are my first ones. Won't be my last. I think these are cool collectibles. So I wanted to shout them out. Remind me of the store name.
The Dugout.
The Dugout. Okay,
West
I didn't want to say it
Washington.
wrong.
Yeah.
So go, please check out the Dugout, Colts Nation. That'll be the first place I stop at once I come up to Indy, hopefully this year. But I wanted to shout them out. These are cool things to have and really appreciate it. So
heck yeah, Jamie and White, shout out.
yeah, gotta get more like Jamal. You see his room, it's decked out. Yeah. So I'm getting there. But my money's not as long as Jamal Lawrence's. So
here we go. I live in my basement, according to some people. So my mom's basement. So it's nothing. Nothing. I don't know.
Hey, that's all I got. I mean,
that's it.
This is gonna be fun. I want to see us dog the Steelers and move forward to 8-1. This is a great year to be a Colts fan.
No doubt.
That's going to be it for us, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Colts Cast. We are live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or any platform you use to listen to podcasts. We'll be back next time to give you some more Indianapolis Colts content. Y'all, take it easy.
Take it easy.